north. Ah, the north. Well, what can I tell you all, people? Well, I guess a lot, but the question for me is how much of myself I should reveal. Self-reveal, as you probably know, is not my strong suit. That's why you won't find me in a monkey suit getting married on the cover of the Women's Day. But north, it does deserve an explanation, and this is what I will attempt. I'm a Jaffa, an Aucklander, born and bred, one of the few, and I had a good run in this town and just maybe overstayed my welcome. I moved south 8 years ago to Bluff. Why? Well, I followed my gut. I suspected it was my place, and it was. Love it. It is home. That is where I will always live. Will probably be buried there. South, the series was a love letter. It was supposed to be followed by more series in the South Island, but that didn't seem to sit comfortably with me. And in a funny way, I found myself actually missing parts of the north, something that I thought would never happen. So I felt compelled to go back to find out where I was from, what I liked, what I didn't like, and what had changed. This is North. This is something I've always wanted to do, arrive in Auckland by ship. So here I am, coming into the Manukau harbour on the Spirit of Resolution, and this is fantastic. What an amazing way to start a journey. So buckle yourselves in, New Zealand. Let's get this party started. Well, here is what is happening. I am going further north than I've ever been before. I'm starting on the Manukau harbour near Auckland on the west coast of the North Island. Then I'm going to harbour hop my way to the top. Manukau, Kaipara, Hokianga harbours. Then I'm out of harbours, I'll bike along 90 Mile Beach, then chopper to the Three Kings, then back down to Auckland the long way, down the east coast, followed by an island hop to Great Barrier, down the Coromandel, then more islands back to Auckland, and we'll end on the Manukau where it all started. The Manukau is a harbour that deserves respect. Today was a smooth crossing of the notorious bar, but on February the 7th, 1863, the HMS Orpheus was not so lucky. The Orpheus was carrying 259 men with an average age of 22. With the captain operating off old charts and the inexperienced son of the signalman guiding the ship into the treacherous harbour, the Orpheus was about to become New Zealand's worst maritime disaster.
This was New Zealand's first Erebus. The impact on the community was so great.
187 men lost their lives, and the myths around the tragedy persist to this day. So, Paul, what are the myths of the Orpheus?
That it was carrying money? No. That it was carrying soldiers and armament to fight a war? No. It wasn't coming here to fight.
The fact that the guys were in leg irons and couldn't swim because they were prisoners of war?
No. Two that were being brought back for court-martial. They were confined below decks, but they weren't in irons.
The fact that people survived and weren't accounted for because they went to live in the bush?
That's true.
People taken by sharks?
Highly possible.
Survivors taken prisoner by local Maori?
No.
Survivors joining local Maori and becoming white Maori?
Very, very, very unlikely, I think. But hey, who knows? It's possible.
And this is a harbour where anything is possible. Paul, what can you tell about rumours that the Japanese subs came in here in World War II?
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, in about 1943, the signalman actually saw a submarine, he identified as a Japanese submarine, trying to get across the bar. He called it in, because that's what he was supposed to do, and then about 4 hours later, he saw it going out over the bar.
So they went up to only 100?
We think they must have gone up there. He would have followed the deep channel, gone up and had a look. They were smart. I mean, they were surveying our harbours.
After the Ore Fest, a lighthouse was commissioned. Operational from 1874 to 1986, it ended up in a sorry state until a group of locals decided to do something about it.
What they were going to do with it after they rebuilt, they didn't seem to have any plans, but a group of us came along and said, well, look, you know, if you're going to build the damn thing, build it for a purpose, not just to be something that's spectacular and sitting on a hill. Open it, you know, make it available to the public of New Zealand. And so basically that's what we did. And
It's probably one of the only ones you can actually walk around too.
As far as I know, it's the most accessible. And you can drive to the car park and walk here, you know, and you can get the full experience. Well, the full experience. I mean, look over the edge.
It's a
240 metres straight down.
Is it that far?
Yeah.
And not far from the lighthouse is the signalman's house and a jaw-dropping view of the Manukau Heads and its deadly bar. Evan McGregor is there to guide every ship across it.
Spirit resolution, Manukau radio, channel 11 over.
Go ahead, Manukau radio.
Yes, good afternoon again. What's your current position, please?
We're midway between Papara Point and Huia Bank.
Romeo, thank you.
So all the swell we can see, that's where the bank is.
Yeah, that's the middle bank or south bank.
How much does the ship draw?
He's got about a metre clearance.
It's not much, is
Nah.
it? And how did you happen to come here? How did you happen to be a signal master?
Well, I spent 8 years in the Navy, and then this job came up 25 years ago. Put in for it and ended up here.
Most exciting day?
Most exciting day.
It's always
Probably getting the job.
The Manukau must have taken hold of you after 25 years. You must like the harbour.
The wild West Coast has got its own character, you know. There's, every day it's the same place, but it looks different. After rain here, it's absolutely magnificent, you know, and you get the sun up in the morning. Everything is sharp as a razor over there. Almost count the leaves on the trees.
Manukau radio, Spirit resolution.
Yes, go ahead, please.
We crossed the bar at 13:14.
Yep, thanks very much. Have a good trip.
Oh, this promises to be really special and exciting. I'm out on the Manukau with the shark catcher from Kelly Tarleton's aquarium and also the country's leading shark expert. Hopefully we're going to see some sharks, maybe capture some for Kelly Tarleton's, maybe tag some great whites to see where they get to around the world. And yeah, talk about a harbour with different moods. Today, still, calm, tropical, just gorgeous. And no boats at all. It's amazing, I mean, 2 or 3 miles from Auckland, or even less, a mile from Auckland, and in an abandoned harbour. Very much the forgotten harbour, the Manukau. Are the numbers coming back? You know, obviously they're protected now. Are people still killing them, or are you there's healthy stocks of them?
In the order of several hundred, I would expect, rather than thousands of sharks.
Several hundred?
Great whites.
God, I thought you were going to say 20 or 30,000.
No, they'll only be in the hundreds. They're naturally rare. They're an apex predator, top of the food chain.
I suppose the Japanese are eating them, are they?
They're pretty good eating.
We're on.
Beautiful.
Oh.
That's a 7-gill.
That's a 7-gill.
Beautiful colouring, eh?
Yeah.
Shall we just bring them up to the other side of the boat?
Oh, we're going to tag it?
And we'll put a tag in it.
That's not a transmitting one.
No, this is just a conventional gamefish tag. If it's ever recorded somewhere else, we'll get to learn a little bit more about their behaviour. It's not a species that's had much research on it in New Zealand, so it just helps contribute to what we know about the species.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful looking shark, yeah,
right.
Just gorgeous.
Off you go.
That's fantastic. So you're just trying to replenish Kelly Tarleton's. You swap them around, do you?
Yeah, we rotate them. Some sharks outgrow the aquarium. Some sharks behave badly towards other sharks or towards divers. Yeah, they're just a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
So we move them along.
What do we got this time?
Oh, a little wee 7 gill, I reckon. Yep. Really little wee young one.
It's weird, you can look through its mouth and out its gills. I mean, she's open plan in there, eh? It's weird, yeah. Shark number 3.
Another 7 gill. Not the same one, is it?
Oh, 2 meters. It's as big as the first, isn't it?
Yep.
It's beautiful. And that'd bite a human, would it?
Yes, no, the species is the one that probably bites people most frequently.
Well, I came here to see sharks and caught 3 and tagged those and released them. No great whites, but maybe next time. So I mean to stay on the harbour. The Manukau behaved beautifully. It was calm and it was sunny, and I don't think it's always like that somehow. I feel another side of the harbour has been revealed, the calm, gentle side. Mission accomplished.
News at 8. Talks resume today on the long-standing Mangere Bridge dispute. Union and management are sitting down for the 19th time in an attempt to break the deadlock which has suspended work on the bridge since May.
And here we have it, the Mangere Bridge, which I reckon must be the second most famous bridge in New Zealand after the Auckland Harbour Bridge. Famous because it took so damn long to build. They went on strike, it was half finished. It was half finished for 8.5 years. The longest industrial dispute in New Zealand's history. Don't know what it was about, something to do with redundancy.
The building workers are given a paltry 2 weeks redundancy pay after 18 months service, up to 50 years service. This would be the worst redundancy agreement in New Zealand, bar none.
When looking for someone to comment on Mangere Bridge, I couldn't seem to get past John Gadsby, as he seems to be a keen follower of politics and folly, which this bridge was fast becoming. Well, you knew about the strike. It was just a big part of your life.
Well, it was, because we were living in Christchurch then and commuting up here quite regularly, because everyone had to get it. This was the only way in from the airport. Had to get it across this thing, and people would say, what is that? What is that thing over there? Is it a... I think people thought it was one of those bridges where the middle lifts up, you know, for ships to go in and out, like the London one. But no, this one, they forgot to put the lifting mechanism in. But I think a lot of tourists thought it was deliberately like that.
And it became sort of incredibly famous and a symbol for all that was hopeless with New Zealand in the 70s and the 80s under Muldoon.
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah. It became an icon of the state of industrial relations in this country at the time.
We want to start the bridge. We want to work.
Wilkins and Davies have offered workers a bonus if the job is finished 6 months from the time work resumes. The unions won't accept a target date because they say they run the risk of losing the bonus if the job's not completed on time.
It almost looked, if you got enough head of steam up, you could actually drive across the gap for a
Yeah, I think there were some wags who wanted to give it a go, you know, sort of like Evel Knievel, you know, and just to try and leap across the whole gap. I'm not sure if anyone did have a go, but it did look feasible.
From the Manukau Bridge, if you look inland, you can see a tiny speck on the map, the island of Ngarango or Tainui. I'm always up for a small island, and this one is one of the most unusual small islands around. At low tide you can walk, but when the tide is in, you need to get there by boat. So fortunately for me, the local Waka Ama group is taking me there. Don't think any less of me, but to be on this island for me is an absolute dream come true. And one of probably 4 things in life that have exceeded expectation. I've looked at this island on maps for years and I've always wanted to visit it. And I've come out here today and it's a melancholy, wet, moody day, and the island is just fantastic. It's a small, privately owned, uninhabited island in the middle of Auckland. And what's even better is when the tide is out, you can walk here. And when I say privately owned, it's not like one of those flash islands in the Hauraki Gulf that's owned by multi-millionaires. This is the everyman's island. I mean, it's useless. It's just skanky. I don't know why I like small islands, but I could walk around it in a minute. It brings back all those exciting memories of Robinson Crusoe and being shipwrecked. And a small island you own yourself, No one to talk to, you do what you like. Sleep into midday if you want, you know? Get on the cell phone, play Tetris, do what you want. It's one of those islands. I could well buy it. Arif Haji bought the island 5 years ago and had wanted to start a meditation and yoga retreat here. I've got my cell phone. I'll call Arif and see what he wants for it and see where he is. So I'll put this in speaker and we'll see how this goes.
Morning, Nare speaking.
Oh, Arif, it's Marcus calling from your island.
Marcus, good morning. How are you?
Shit, what? It's a beautiful island.
I only buy beautiful things.
And have you thought of selling it? If I wanted to buy it, would it be 5 figures or 6 figures?
7 figures.
Oh, yeah, over $1 million.
Yeah, this is very unique and it has got a lot of potential.
For what?
Honestly. And the sandy beach is still around?
Yeah, Sandy, but yeah, you call it Sandy. You call it Sandy Beach, yes. Oh, well, look, thank you for talking anyway. It's a beautiful island, and thank you for letting me visit it as well. I really do appreciate that. $1 million at Sandy Beach, but yeah. Clearly you can visit. Clearly Arif doesn't mind. He's not here, is he? Always been an incredible fan of the Manukau harbour. Now I'm on it. How much I like it's actually grown. It's quite different from the other harbour, the Waitemata. It's just got that, it's the people's harbour, I think. And there's no one on it. It's not full of those, it's not full of damn yachts. It hasn't got that smug sense of haven't we done well, we've bought a yacht. Those sorts of people. Gosh, I should start hating the rich less and become one of them. No, it's got less of that. Here we are in a gin palace, we're off to our private island. I mean, it's just got one island owned by my mate the Indian, and no yachts at all that I can see, because it's quite a tough boating harbour. The thing I've realised about this harbour, it's the place where the city put everyone they wanted to hide, including the mentally ill. This is Kingseat Psychiatric Hospital. It's a dark, moody, evil sort of a place, and I think it's only going to get worse. Officially closed in 1999, Kingseat Psychiatric Hospital now has some new staff. And what horrifies me even more is that members of the public pay good money to come here to be terrified. What's it hitting the head?
It's a leg.
Is it?
I believe, yes.
What's this room called?
The butcher's room.
And what happens in the, I know, what happens in here?
Basically, there's usually someone dressed as a butcher, and they'll bring them in and they just sort of, it's all obviously body parts and things like that. So the actor will bring them in here and then sort of scare them, and then they go up the stairs from here.
How will they scare them?
In the past, it's usually been, they'll have like a bucket of ice hidden in there, and they'll have like a metal knife, and they'll just make it really cold and then run it along the back of people's necks.
They touch the back of your neck with a cold knife?
Yeah, not a real knife, obviously.
No,
it's blunt, but yeah.
Because let's be fair about it, Kingseat Psychiatric Hospital, the way it wasn't a nice place. I mean, that adds to it, doesn't it?
Well, this was the nurses' home, of course.
Yeah.
And that sort of makes people feel a little bit more at ease. But driving in the gate, people know that they're entering what used to be a mental hospital.
Do many of the ex-patients come back for a look around?
I think we've had a couple, because they said they were ex-patients. I mean, we can't sort of guarantee they were, but some of them said, yeah. We've got a lot of nurses come back here.
Fantastic.
To have a look at their old rooms.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
I've spoken with the first person I want to speak of. It was fantastic. She screamed and then she apologised. No one's ever done that to me before. Ah, sorry, I thought, what for? And people wet themselves?
Yes, that is a definite.
Absolutely, yeah, all the time. And quite a few people are quite proud of it, and they'll allow us to take photos.
Anyone gone on from doing it and decided to become a actor on the basis of it? You've had
Well, we do have a lot of actors that are in TV commercials.
Yeah.
David the wheelman that spins the wheel, he works here. He's here tonight.
Oh, yeah, on the intersections can be deadly.
Yeah, he's here.
What do you do during the week?
I work for a community newspaper, making up adverts. I sit in a little back room with my computer.
And work out how you can scare people come Saturday.
Well, actually, I'm supposed to be concentrating on what they pay me for, you know?
Do you check their criminal records? No, I mean, I don't know. Because if you're a psycho killer, it'd be a good place to come and hang out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably would actually.
Okay,
I never
so
thought of that.
It
Yeah.
might be something you have to do. Okay. Best thing about working here?
Best thing? The people. We're all like one big family. It's a really neat place to work.
So that people is the Manukau Harbour. The harbour I reckon that the people of Auckland have turned their back on for 100 years, but it's a beautiful place, it's a fantastic place. I reckon it's the kind of place, the more you get to know, the more it reveals of itself. I love it. And I'm not convinced I'm not going to buy that island. Not for $1 million, but certainly it'd be worth paying 30 grand for. And remember, this is just the beginning of North.